Bonjour tout quelqu'un. How you folk them? How you doing? Hopefully good. As this is the month of love, right? And it's all love all today. Moonology Ghost. My name is Ghost. And welcome back to GhostMoonBayou. Today on the Bayou, we're going to be doing, my intention for this reading is to look into self-love. What you need to know about loving yourself. And if I'm a little low, y'all, I'm sorry, because my fan's on. If you can't hear me, it's hot, so I gotta have my fan off. But yeah, my intention is to give you some messages on self-love, on what you could possibly need to love yourself, what to work on, how to love yourself. Whatever the cards give me will be the message from the Lord, okay? So let's get into it. And whether you are in a relationship or not, or if it's complicated, you're single, whatever. Most of my readings, all of my readings this month are going to be love themed. Okay. And I usually don't do that. I usually don't do relationship readings, but I feel like since it's February, that's what I wanted to do. Made my little cutouts of hearts. Me trying to be creative and decorate. Let's see. What does the collective need to know when it comes to self-love? When it comes to self-love, Lord. Okay. Straight off the back, I heard avoid conflict. You are not here to appease anybody. You're not here to please people. You don't have to get along with everybody that you come across, right? I feel like some of you have some bonds with people that I hope y'all can hear me while I'm shuffling hard, where you tend to argue, or you just, some relationships with a lot of people right now is rough. It's on some shaky ground. But yeah, the bonds that you have with a lot of people, or just some person with some person. Some people, it could be more than one person basically, or it can be a whole bunch of people. That's the same thing. Y'all know what I mean. It could be one person or a whole bunch of people. But you're not, especially this month, that's what I'm hearing, you are not put here to befriend everyone, to appease everybody. You're not put here to just make others happy, right? I heard serves a purpose, okay? So perhaps every bond you have serves a purpose, and if you feel like that purpose isn't being fulfilled, like if it's conflicting with whatever's going on in your life, like for a negative reason, especially if it's a person with negative energy, like we don't want negative people. For yourself, it would be best to push those people away, or maybe limit how much of you give to those people. Because, we all learn that, you should love others. But there is that line of loving yourself that is not selfish. It's like taking care of yourself, putting yourself first, in the sense of, I have to show up for myself. I have to advocate for myself, right? And you can't just, love on people and just pour your heart out to everybody until your well runs dry. You've got to leave something for you. I'm also hearing to take time for yourself. So like do things that make you feel good. Make it like a day. Like when it's your birthday, you want to do stuff for yourself. Like it's your day, right? Do that maybe once every week. If you can't do once every week, just some time where you're at peace with yourself. A peaceful moment that you can just punch in, right? Into your day, into your week, into your month. That's solely about you, solely for you. No conflicts, none of that. No negativity, no arguing, no. There's a word I want to say, it's not coming to me right now, but just no negative energy. Just, a day for you. without all that extra. Okay, what do you need to know of us when it comes to self-love, Lord? Okay. You have, well, you have two here. You got the Ten of Swords. There's a lot. Okay, so a lot of energy. Some of you may be feeling there's a lot on you right now. And then you got the Death card in reverse, which doesn't mean like death or anything. It doesn't have to mean that, right? It just means, I heard, going against the grain. What the Death card in reverse can mean is that you or something is avoiding change, right? I'm feeling like for some of you, there's a lot of opinions. A lot of what people have to say, or just their opinions of you, it makes it hard for you to focus on you, to make whatever changes that you need to make for you. It's like perhaps you want to do something differently. Let me see. You know what, let's clarify the card. Clarify the Death card in reverse for me, please. Okay. Queen of Cups. Okay, I heard I want to stop being so soft. That's interesting. I don't get, really, people can say the Queen of Cups card is a soft queen energy, but I don't get soft energy from the Queen of Cups. It's just, she's nurturing, the most emotionally nurturing. Yeah, it's like you are meant to, how can I put this? Like, you're meant to sip from your own cup, right? Like, you see this cup she has. If I can pick up the card. It's like, most of the times people will say, okay, well, the Queen of Cups is waiting to give somebody worthy that cup. Like, for someone worthy to come along and she gives them that cup. But we can also see this as, this is her cup. It's in her hand. It belongs to her. And she's in the midst of all this water, right? So she has plenty to give. But what I'm hearing is that just because you have plenty to give doesn't mean you always have to. You do not have to give every last drop of yourself to those who you feel would just create issues. Everybody's situation is different. You know, this is a collective read, but I am getting that it's time for you to pull your cup back, right? And there's so much, I'm hearing it's like with this Ten of Swords, I'm hearing it's like a lot of opinions, or he say, she say. Well, you feel like if you were to pull back, if you were to make these changes, if you were to put yourself first, so many people would have something to say about it. Okay? But that's not supposed to be important. The path for you into self-love is forgetting these energies or these opinions, these doubts, or whatever people are bringing to your door, or just to you. However, the path to your self-love is to forget about all that. Push that to the side, because look at this. If each one of these swords was somebody's opinion of you, or just how they feel you should direct your life or go about this and that, you see how this man is laying here defeated. And then all of these people, imagine, like, let me put this card up right. Imagine all these people, right, are fighting you. And it's just like they won't just leave it at, well, this is how I feel. Because everybody's entitled to their feelings. But they won't just leave it at, this is how I feel. They go for the killing blow, and they stab, and they hurt, and they don't care that they're going to leave you like this. So something within you, probably the need to share love, to feel needed and appreciated, is keeping you from cutting these people off. Okay? Let's see. Let me get some more clarification. Let me clarify this Five of Wands first, please. Yeah, see? You're not supposed to worry about cutting out this conflict. It may seem like a risk. It may seem like, okay, this is new for me. I don't know where to go from here. But you're meant to cut out all of this conflict and then go in the direction that you feel led to go. Okay? I heard balls to the wall. I always hear that with the Fool card. Because, see, he's trusting his steps. He's got the happy little puppy with him. Perhaps you're supposed to travel with people or do this with people who are loyal. Like, you know, dogs get the rep of being loyal and they'll stay by your side no matter what. And they're like, even, look, the sun is shining. The waters are up, you know, high and coming in right there. But he's like, whatever. He's got his rose in his hand, or whatever flower that is, and he's got his little backpack. He's like, I'm ready. I'm traveling. He's not worried about the road ahead because it's like he trusts that he's got this. Now, some people say, oh, it's the Fool card. It means he's naive. No, the Fool can also mean a new beginning, innocence. You're like, okay, I'm done with the conflict. I want peace. I want innocence. I don't want any more issues with anybody and stuff like that. Okay? That's what I'm getting. You want peace. You want to be able to love in a peaceful way. But a lot of times for that to come in from others, you have to first give that to yourself. Like, what I'm being shown is like a garden. And if the soil is chaotic, 9 out of 10, you're going to grow something chaotic. You're going to, reap what you sow in that situation. But if you move out of the situation, you say, you know what, I'm done with this. And you go take your cup, your flower, your love, and you sow into yourself, right? It creates this environment of peace, of patience, love, understanding, the things that you would want in a relationship, right? But you create that for yourself. And when that soil becomes that, it naturally will attract and grow things on that same wavelength and that same energy. I'm hearing you will no longer, once you learn self-love, get into a mode of self-love, you will no longer attract people who are attracted to you for what you can do for them. But you will then attract people for how you love on yourself. They will see how, oh, well, this is how they love themselves. This is, I want to feel that. You will inspire other people to feel that. And then that genuine love will create real love. Not somebody that's just in your life to obtain something. Just in your life for, what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, it's pretty much just in your life to get something out of it. For a profit, okay? I heard in your life just for profit. It'll be people who come in because they genuinely feel the love coming from you. And that's what I'm saying. Like, love attracts love. If you love on yourself, you will glow and people will see that and they will love you too. Because you also inspire them to love themselves. And who wouldn't want to be around somebody, right, that makes you feel like, oh man, I love myself. That makes you feel proud. Makes you feel good to be alive. Let me clarify this. Ten of Swords here. I heard I'm done with the rumors. So if some of you are dealing with rumors, you're done with that. As I was hearing, you're done with the he say, she say. If that's what keeps you from moving out of this energy and just loving on yourself, if something has come in and people have said so many things, just people have negative things to say about you so much, it's hard for you to love yourself. Like, to the point it's like, well, you're not these things. You're not what people are saying about you. But you're hearing it so frequently that you're starting to feel bad, right? It's holding on to that negativity, keeping that negativity around you, believing. Some of you may not be believing it, but the ones of you who are starting to believe the negative things that people are saying about you, that is keeping you from this change that needs to happen, from loving yourself. Sometimes we have people that can come in our life, and the things they say and the way they treat us makes us doubt ourselves. We can develop insecurities because of how we're being mistreated, right? And that's why it's very important for you to cut out those people. Like I'm seeing the Ten of Swords, all these swords, it's a lot of people that need to be cut off. It's a lot of people that aren't for you, okay? So clarifying is the Seven of Cups, okay? So what I'm hearing is there are people out there who are for you. You need to let go of these people, because whatever this Ten of Swords represents for you, whatever all this is that's burdening you, you guys know what I'm trying to say. Whatever is the burden on you right now is keeping you, or trying to keep you, from these options that God has for you. Whatever you believe in is what you believe in. I'm going to speak from what I believe in, you know. But there are so many options out there, so many things that all the conflict and all the issue, it keeps you from. I'm hearing you don't even know that you have options. There are options out there that you are being blinded from because, I don't know, I just get this energy that there's people who want to keep you from loving on yourself, because the moment you love on yourself, so many options open up, so many doors open. The windows open. It's like a breath of fresh air. All right. Let me get my Moonology deck. What is that? It's an energy of self-love for you, is a path of letting go of the things that no longer serve you, that keep you down, that make you give up before you've even began. I'll be gone. I saw y'all. I can't talk today. I don't know. But it's like you have this race to run, and you don't even know you've already won it. But I'm seeing it's like somebody that's afraid to run the race if there's not going to be anybody to cheer them on. Whereas these blessings that are trying to come in for you, because I do feel that. I do feel like there's blessings of different types coming in for y'all. They're for you. So you have to do it for you. Yeah, I do see that there will be some people that will come in and kind of help you get to those things. But this is a you job. It takes you loving you. You have to be both the racer on the field and the cheerleader, the supporter in the stand cheering you on. It's probably not ideal for a lot of you. You don't like the idea. They're like, oh, I would want somebody to push me. I want somebody to care about me. I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to support me. But first, you have to do that for yourself. Because, I mean, it's cliche, but honestly, how can you expect somebody to know how to love you when you don't know how to love you? You'll be going through life trying to find people that will love you the way you want to be loved, but you don't know it, so you're pretty much telling them to figure it out when they meet you. It's like, hi, I'm here to love you. Okay, that's great. So what kind of stuff do you like? How do I love you? You're just like, I don't know, figure it out. I mean, some relationships can't work like that, but it's more tedious. It's more confusing for a person to not know how you want to be loved. And then it also shows, because I'm also hearing boundaries. Boundaries get crossed for you too much. If you say, well, I don't like this, I don't like that, you have people in your life who constantly push that boundary. You're like, you should have known I don't like this, this, and that, and yet you do it anyway. Those are the people that you need to cut out. The moment you get rid of this energy, things can change. You can sip from your own cup. You can enjoy life. You can love on you. Because these people keep you from loving on you. They make you not like you. Why would you want those type of people around? I wouldn't want to be around somebody that's going to make me not like me. So these people just need to either be pushed into a boundary line, like, hey, they need to be taught to respect the line, or get out of the line. It's as simple as that. Respect the line or get out of the line. And if they can't do that, then they're not worth holding on to. They'll just leave you like this, defeated. I heard DJ Khaled's voice when he'd be like, they don't want you to win. They don't want you to be successful. But God did. It's like, yeah. The Lord has so many things for you. It just requires you loving on you. It's like I can feel it. It's like I need you to love you. I need you to believe that you're worthy of the things that you asked me for, of the blessings that you want, that you've been working on. I need you to believe that you can be that person that's willing to receive it. Okay, let me get other cards out here. It's about self-love. I heard you are nobody's puppet. You are nobody's trash. Don't let people treat you like you are. Okay? What did I say? Full moon in Scorpio. It's time to release negativity. That negativity gotta go. It serves no purpose on the journey ahead. And this soil of self, I'm saying soil, in the soil of self, you've got to learn how to grow love. And when you grow that love, I feel a lot of you are the type of people, if the love grew out as a flower, right, that you could just pluck and you instantly want to give it to someone else and just let people know, I love you, I love you. And that's sweet. That is so sweet of you. That's so kind-hearted. But would it be so bad if you held on to that rose, that love for yourself, and you tell yourself, I love you. I want to give you this love. Like, imagine you're in the mirror and you're talking to yourself and you're saying, I love you. I'm going to show up for you. I'm going to support you because I believe in you. You don't always need another person to tell you that. Sometimes you need to be the person to tell you that. Look yourself, like, get in the mirror, talk to yourself and say, hey, I love you. Today I'm going to show up for you. Hell, some of you can wake up and be like, good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. Whatever you go. And be like, I'm going to show up for you. This is us. And you're just talking to your reflection. No matter if you look crazy. You're showing yourself some love. I'm seeing like the comedians, stand-up comedians, when they take the stage and then there's another host or something, they say, show some love for, such and such. And then everybody claps. You need to be that person. You be like, come into the stage, me. Everybody show some love for me. And everybody in that audience is you. And it's you showing you some love. But you cannot focus on that. You can't do that when there's so much negativity around. Oh, drop some cards. Hold on. Let me see. Got new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And I'm seeing these two, the Pisces fish, is balance. Okay? Balance. Really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, okay. And when you ask yourself these questions, let it come from you. Not what others have told you, not what they make you believe, nothing. Don't factor in anybody's input but your own. Sit down, meditate, and ask yourself, okay, to myself, what do I love about myself? What do I not love about myself? Okay, and then when you do that, how am I willing to make the things that make me love myself come up more in life? How do I bring more of that out? And the things that I do not love about myself, where did it come from? And when you find that out, you can work on it. How do I go about changing that? Okay? If there's something you don't like about you, it stems from something. It's up to you to sit there and discuss it with yourself and figure out where it comes from and how you can change that. Because that's the problem. You're fighting the change. Because it's almost like you've grown used to the negativity. So you're fighting the change. Right? You got new moon in Taurus. Prosperity lies ahead. So like I said, there's blessings coming. Options. So many doors opening. It just takes you believing in yourself. Okay, you got new moon in Leo. Confidence is your key to success. There you go. You've got the keys. You just have to have confidence that you can put the key in the door, open the door, bam, options. But that takes you loving yourself. At the core, what I'm feeling for this message is a lot of you have self-love issues that stem from how others have misloved you. Okay? And what it will take for you to really begin to nurture your self-love is to honestly fall in love with yourself. If you're already in love with yourself, that's fine. Like, fall in love with yourself again. You know, sometimes people, you can be in love with yourself, and somebody comes in, or people come in and make you not like you so much anymore, you know? That's fine. Love's an up and down thing. You can fall in and out, right? And then even with yourself. There's some days I'm like, I ain't feeling myself today. And other days I'm like, I'm dead. You know? But you gotta work on it. Loving you is just like how you, like, when you love another person, it takes work in the dating phase and all that, the loving on each other, whatever your love language is, you have to also do that with yourself. It's not going to be easy. Like, just because you're you doesn't mean you're going to like you, right? You're a personality all by yourself, right? It's just like when you meet somebody else. The difference is you get a leg up in this because you know you. You can sit with you and be like, okay, I'm going to work on this. I like this. It's just other people didn't like it about me. Well, I'm going to draw a boundary line here that says, okay, this is who I am. And it's a positive thing for me and others. You know, I'm not telling you just like, well, I love being a jackass. Well, don't do that just because you like doing it. Can't be like, well, this is me. But if it feels good, if it makes you happy, if it makes you love yourself, then who is the next person to come in and make you not love that? If you love to sing, and somebody comes in there saying, I'm so sick of you singing. You sing all the time. Oh my gosh, stop singing. And now you don't love singing. You don't like to hear your voice anymore because it will lead to somebody having something to say. Then you have to start with cutting that out. Pushing their negativity to the back. Because this was something that you love to do. Whatever it is. Not to be singing, whatever it is for you. Whatever makes you love you. Do it. Do more of that. Show up more for yourself. I heard, because in the end, it's you, you know? It's you. I also like to tell people when they're working on self-love is very close to your inner child. Children are all love. They come into this world just looking for things to like, right? They're just like, oh, I like this, I like that, what's that? Curious, wanting to absorb everything. That's the inner child. Sometimes when I tell people, like, when you want to work on self-love, the best way to see yourself is, and like especially in an emotional sense, I'll go to another sense in a minute, but in an emotional sense, the best way to see yourself is you see yourself as your childhood self. Like your inner child is you actually as a child. If you were your own child, if you could hold little baby you in your hand, in your arms, I say in your hand, think about how much love and protection and care you would want to give yourself. Even if you didn't receive it as a child. You are you. You know what you need. If the inner child is crying, you're like, I know what my inner child needs, as if it's my own child. And when you love on that inner child, that teaches you to love on yourself. Okay? Now for other people, because I'm getting this strongly too, For some of you, it's people who have made you just not like your physical self. All right? That's when I'm telling you, the mirror comes in handy. I know a lot of people feel uncomfortable about being in front of a mirror. I'm a big fan of it now because it helps me, because sometimes I feel insecure about myself, but it feels good to just stand in front of a mirror, look at yourself, and say, this is me. I love me. I love my eyes. I love my hair. I love my shape. I love my lips. I love whatever you need to go through. And say that to yourself. Because it's the same thing as having a person constantly say, I love this about you. I love that about you. Only it's you. Some people don't like doing that. They want to hear from others, but you got to hear from you first. That way, when a person comes in and they're saying it, you will not be misled by somebody that just says it to get close to you. You're like, oh, I love this about me. I love that about me. So then a person comes in and says, oh, I love this about you. I love that about you. And you're like, I appreciate that. Thank you. It's not something that you're like, oh my gosh, I've never had somebody say that to me. I'm going to cling to this person, and it turns out to be a negative person. Because that can happen. That's a lot of times how you end up in these negative situations. Somebody tells you something nice, and you latch on because you've never heard all that niceness, and they end up being a snake in the grass. A lot of people prey on insecurities like that. But that's what I'm saying. You look in the mirror and you tell yourself you're beautiful, you're handsome, you tell yourself you got this, you're smart, whatever you need to tell yourself. But you have to show up. There's a home run waiting for you to hit it. You just got to show up to the plate. Okay? But really, it's very important for you to get all this prosperity and success and all these options that's coming to you. Really sit and think about who you need to cut out. It is time to release negativity. Okay? This journey to self-love is about you. No one else. And if somebody's trying to make it to where you don't love yourself, then they cannot come along for the ride. They need to be cut out, or they need to be shown where the boundary line is. Okay? But that's all I have for y'all today. I hope that helped. And it guides you into your self-love journey, however you choose to do it. It's just a little, nudge here and there. But if you resonate with this, if it connected, if it's helpful, if it inspires you, leave a like, leave a comment if you want to talk about it in the comments. If you feel comfortable doing that, it's cool with me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that bell notification so that you're notified when I upload, which is usually every Tuesday. Okay? And I also do Instagram posts, Zodiac like message posts on there, like same name, GhostMoonBayou. So if you want to check me out over there, I would adore it. I would love it very much. But I will see you in the next video. Y'all be blessed.